Hi guys, so we're doing today Teysa, also a second. Sacrifice 3 white creatures, we exile type creature from the game. And then whenever another black creature I control dies, is put in graveyard from my battlefield, I may put a 1/1 spirit. So this is my spirit here. There's a proxy. Very cool. And so we're gonna focus around this deck here, give you an idea how to play her, why I put her in the deck. Just a quick rundown, like see if anyone interested. So very excited to show you. So here we go. So all the creatures here. We got Bloodpet, sacrifice Bloodpet, add a black mana. So when Teysa see a black creature dying, it will make me a spirit. So you sacrifice this creature, you get 1 black mana, and you get a spirit. 2 birds, 1 stone. Then we got Bloodghast. Cannot block, but whenever a land comes to your field, if this card is in the graveyard, then you can return it back from graveyard. So it's a great way to sack outlet, get rid of it, and then get a new spirit. And then we got Undying Precision. Whenever another opponent creature dies, put a 1/1. It has an activated ability that lets me sack a creature to give himself indestructible. So he's a really good sacrifice outlet. So for example, you could say you can have him on the field, sacrifice him using their ability, make him indestructible, and then your commander will give you a spirit. And so it's a good synergy right here and there. Pretty cool. And so now we got here Butcher Ghoul, another really solid Undying trigger. So when it dies, if it doesn't have 1/1 counters on it, it returns with a +1. So it reanimates itself. It's a zombie, which is kind of a part of a combo piece, which we'll get that to that point at some point. So really cool, Undying. And then we got Scorn Blade, Berserker. This is a really cool card. I like this a lot. So it has 1 colorless, sacrifice the creature, and then you draw a card. And what's really cool about it is the fact that you can give another creature the same ability until end of the turn. So let's say we got cards like Spirit or Blood Pet, and we don't want to use the ability for mana. We could just tap a land for mana and then sacrifice it and then get another Spirit and draw a card. Just a really good a 1-drop that lets you draw a card and sacrifice and then enables Teysa more quicker. We got Ayara, which is another really good card. Whenever a black creature enters the field, everyone takes 1. There's also going to be a combo piece as well, which will go there in a bit. And then we got Blood Artist. So Blood Artist is also considered to be a combo piece as well. Really simple. Whenever a creature dies, you target an opponent and they lose 1, you gain 1. Really simple stuff. Accursed Marauder. It's a really solid card. It stops people from playing and sacrifices a non-token creature. So this is really good. Easy 2-drops, goes around tokens. Just really good at stopping people from doing stuff. And then we got Esmercento. That's a proxy. So it's just a really solid 1-drop card, and I just really like this card a lot. And it's really good synergy. You don't need to put it in the deck, but because Teysa can use it as a way to sacrifice it, say if I don't need it in late game, I can use it as a way to exile a creature, because it specifically says sacrifice 3 white creature. Esmercento is a white creature, so that's pretty nice. Jada, Ghoul Caller, Nepalia, Palia. At beginning end step, if you don't control a zombie with Decayed, you make a zombie Decayed. This is a really good way to basically make zombies, and then you can use it as a sacrifice outlet, or force it to attack. Then your commander triggers, because Decayed zombie dies after the combat damage has been dealt. And so that will make you a spirit. Really cool stuff. And then we got another great card here, is a 5-drop. You pay black, you sacrifice creatures, and then you may draw that many cards and gain that many life and put that many counters. It's just a really good 5-drop. It's more consistent, and in my opinion, it's probably the best card to draw cards out of this deck. It's just really strong, and just by paying black, you can sacrifice any amount. So there isn't a way to do infinite loop with this deck. to get infinite spirits, but we can use this as a way to get infinite draws. So I'll show that in a bit. So we got here, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, we gain 1. Whenever another creature I control dies, you lose 1. So it's another way to drain life. It's a good blocker, it's Death Touch. Just a really solid colors as well. And then we got Yawgmoth, which is not a surprise. It's very, very powerful. 4-drop. So it curves out really well with my commander. So turn 3 play Teysa, turn 4 play Yawgmoth. A protection from humans, some abilities and stuff. You can deploy for it. So Cartel Aristocrat. Cartel Aristocrat. Sacrificing the creature. This creature gets protection color from your chosen until end of the turn. Another sacrifice outlet. You can block a creature with power. The color. So if you choose green, protects it. Just a really good sacrifice outlet. This could be a land or ETB. You can exile graveyard. So if anyone playing graveyard hate, this is a great way. You can also treat it as a black creature. So you exile something, you sacrifice it, you get a spirit. So another really good synergy. Seer, very good. Just sacrifice a creature, sky 1. This can easily go infinite. So we got Crump. So whenever it dies, you make 2 black green worm. Just really, really good. Just 2-drop. We got Morbid Opportunist. Another solid card. Draw 2 cards. Really great ways. And you can also go with this card here as well. Operator. Each upkeep you make a black snake if you don't control a black snake. So what you could do is you could have this card, and Teysa on the field. You make a snake. You sacrifice the snake. You make a spirit. You draw a card, and then on next upkeep, you get to make a new snake because it doesn't say on your upkeep. It says on anybody's upkeep. So if you have a way to sacrifice outlet, like Viasia was a great example, Yawgmoth, or anything like that, you can get a lot of value off it, and it's just really strong. And then we got Carrion Feeder, put a +1/+1, can block, another sacrifice outlet. Chittering Witch, it's just really a great way to start the engine going, get 3 free rats tokens on the ETB, solid card. Black-Hearted, just a really good card here. Just makes you draw every time a creature dies. You can pay 2 life. Just a really solid card. Zulabot, so another iconic card. Whenever our creature dies, we get to make everyone lose 1 and we gain 1. Doesn't need target. Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 and gain 1. Just another great way to do that. Need Trader is another a great card. It's got Shadow Haste, and then if another creature died, we can play 1 black to return it. You can easily go infinite with this card as well. It's possible. And then we got Gravecrawler, which is going to be part of the infinite combo. We're going to show that in a bit. Meteor of the Meek, which is a great card. A lot of my creatures are power 2 or less, so it's just really strong and draws me a lot of cards. So I'm hesitating to switch with another card, but this is still a good card for 3-drop. Priest of Ferrites, just a really good sacrifice outlet, and you don't need to pay anything, just pay 3 life. Return it back, got Unearth. So it's also got 2 colors as well, so you can use it to exile with your commander's ability, or if it were to die, you get to make a spirit. It's just really solid color flexibility and reanimator. Lord Skidder, really cool. So Graveyard makes rats on upkeep. Guard Messenger, Undying, when it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses life, enters tapped. This is going to go in an infinite loop as well, which I'll show that in a bit. And then we're just going to just look more quicker. Wolf Strider, Sengir Ostrut, Indoor Nemesis, so draw a card whenever a creature power 2 enters, once per turn. Luminous Broodmoth, which is going to be an infinite loop in the deck. And Hardened Mission, 1 sacrifice token, draw a card. Really, really good. Okay, so that's my creatures here. And then we're just going to quickly move over to the instant now. So we got a lot to go through real quick. And so, okay, so we got here Instant Flare of Malice. So really good way to sacrifice Non-token creature that is black. We get to make everyone sack creature, or we can pay 4 mana instant. We got Deadly Rollick, really solid. Dark Ritual, iconic. Vampiric Tutor, you know, just to get the combo pieces ready online, so if we can get that on. Soul Shadow is one of my favorite cards, I absolutely love it. Afterlife Insurance from the Cluedo set. Creatures you control get Afterlife, and until in turn, draw a card. So, if you were to make a creature die, you basically make a spirit, but not just any spirit, it's actually a white and black spirit. So, if that spirit were to die, it will give you Teysa Commander, a white spirit. So, really cool. You can also use Teysa to sacrifice 3 of those tokens to make another 3. So, you can exile something and make 3 new fresh white creature. The Dispute, Generous Gift, just a really good removal. Within Torment, extra creature with Enchantment, Phyrexian Ultra. So now we're on the artifacts, so this is going to be part of an infinite loop. Ash Altar, Arcane Signet, Sol Ring, Bilateral Fence, Tasman Hatchery, Skull Clamp, Spawning Pit. This is basically a way to sacrifice outlet, make a free creature. It's just pretty decent. It's a decent sacrifice outlet. It just does me stuff. Black Market Connection, just a black stable, just really good. Nowhere to Run is a really fun card. You don't see this card every day, but basically it makes everyone's creature's opponent's control that not gain triggers hexproof or ward, and it's got flash and it gets -3, -3. It's really good against like Voltron that are like weak at early on, and then you can just instantly kill them and stopping them from getting hexproof, just that extra protection. Darkest Hour is the combo piece, makes everything black, which we'll go through that in a bit. Land tax, Bitterblossom, Final Act, Bull Wipe, Awakening, Reclamation, just reanimate something, got Flashback as well. A lot of our CMC is 3 or less, so this is great. Can return Ash Barrens Ultra, can return our Teysa Commander, so it's a flexible board wipe, and return them down. Demonic Shooter, Esper Storm Sleep, Worn Soul Trader, Esper Champion, Kaya Spirit, so basically makes me spirits, black and white, and Sorin, which also makes me black and white. And then we just got real quickly go through the lands real quick. So we got Bitsa, War Room, Bojuka Bog, some plains, lands. We got Yobok. This Spy Master Vault, it's a really good card. I highly advise you if you're playing Sacrifice Outlets. Spy Master Vault is such a strong, good card. I highly advise it. Fetchland. Basics. Crown City. Scrubland. Ash Barrens, just so we can search for a basic. Shockland. Phyrexian Tower. Basics. So yeah, now we're going to quickly go through the infinite combos and stuff like that, so you get an idea of what you need to do to win the game. Okay, so we do the generic way, which is really easy way to win the game. So we're going to show you some examples here. Okay. So, we'll do the classic way of doing it. So, we got, Gravecrawler. We got Soul Warden. So, when you can cast this card from Graveyard for black mana, 1 black mana, and then as long as you control a zombie. War Soul Trader lets you basically sacrifice another creature, and you make a treasure token. Funny enough, the zombie goblins actually is a zombie. So, so you have this on stack, you sacrifice Gravecrawler, you lose 1 life, and then you can recast Gravecrawler. All you need to do is just get a life gain whenever a creature dies. So like this creature, Zula board, for example, that can easily win you infinite combo right there. So you can do that. But let's say you don't want to gain life, but you still can do somewhat infinite, not a loop, but can still, well, it is a loop, but not infinite. So you can do an infinite amount of spirits as long as your high life total is more than 1. So you can sacrifice this, and then you can make spirits as many as you like, and then you can remove stuff on the field, which is another way to abuse Commander's ability. You can also use Ayara, a way to win the game. So you can use Soul Warder and Trader Ayara, just get some life gain. You also can do this infinite combo with, if we can find it real quick. Just find it real quick. Sorry about that. Give me a second. So, okay, so we got Darkest Hour. So, as I was mentioning earlier, it makes all the creatures black. So, there is a drawback to playing this in a commander deck. So, you see, the commander specifically says whenever a black creature dies, you make a 1/1 spirit. Which is exactly what we want to do, but the top part would not able to be enabled because all our creatures are black, we can no longer sacrifice 3 white creatures. However, what we can do is that we can cause an infinite death trigger. So, individually, imagine you having a spirit, Darkest Hour, commander on the field, or let's say some kind of sacrifice outlet that doesn't cause us to drain life. For example, let me just see if I can find it. Give me a second. There we go. So we can do something like Carrion Feeder. So the way we can do this is we could sacrifice Carrion Feeder spirit. The commander will see a spirit dying. Because it's a black spirit, it will make me new spirit. Carrion Feeder will get counter when it's sacrificed. So you can get a minimum amount of counters on it and then swing for someone who doesn't have blockers. But the core of this is to make as many death triggers as possible. And then you will have many death triggers. Many death triggers. And then you can also use it a way to basically win the game. And then you can use Spy Vault to basically draw and discard X amount of cards. And then my favorite combo is using one of those following cards with Lumorok. So as long as you have a ways to abuse, you could make an infinite amount of tokens with this, or death triggers. So what you do, Brute Moth, it basically reads, whenever another creature enters with a flying counter, return it to the battlefield with a flying counter. And Butcher says, whenever this creature dies, there's an Undying trigger. So when it dies, there will be +1/+1 return. So in a practice, what happens is, let's say we have a sacrifice outlet. We sacrifice Butcher Ghoul. We got 2 triggers on Dying. We got the Undying trigger, and we got Lumor's Broodmoth trigger. They're both separate triggers, okay? You can choose which order goes first. So let's say we do +1/+1 counter. So it returns back with a 1/+1/+ counter. But the Broodmoth would never trigger because it changed the zone. So the Broodmoth will never trigger. It has a +1 counter. So now when it dies, if I were to sacrifice it again, it would now not trigger my +1 counters Undying, but it will trigger Lumorok. So I return it back with a flying counter, not +1/+1, because it's a new object. And so what then happens is that I'll sacrifice again. Instead of getting flying counter, I'll give it a +1/+1. And so in practice, you can just switch around counters flying, and that will cause your commander to trigger as many times you want, and you will get trazillion spirit tokens, and then you can just win with it as many times you want. And then you can just board wipe, exile everything that's on people's field. Or you can just win the game. Anyway, that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this, my commander deck tech. Pretty happy. I'll post it in the links in the below if you want to check it out. It's on Moxfield. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe. Bye.